Welcome to Tarot Tuesday for the week of January 20th. This is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising. Take what resonates, and if this reading isn't fitting you this week, go check your other two signs videos for deeper messages. Yeah? All right, Capricorn, you're in your post-shadow, and we went from a very strong Capricorn stellium moment into an Aquarius stellium, and so starting today with that Mercury in Aquarius is where we're in the hard Aquarius stellium, but we also have Mars joining it on the 23rd. So Mars will be in Aquarius on the 23rd. We'll have 4 planets there, and Aquarius is that humanitarian of the zodiac. One thing though is that when you look at Aquariuses and their independence, it's more from a place of higher intelligence, and it just comes off as passive because higher intelligence doesn't really relate very well to people of lower IQs, but that doesn't separate them from humans. The thing about that is then Aquarius are able to see that there isn't any reason to put some people on a pedestal, and they don't let people starve in the streets. So Aquarius is mentally strong so that they can be there to help the collective move to places of that humans are separate from the animal world and we should be in a better place intellectually. Yeah, and that means that there should be better for all and not just the few. But that's Aquarius. That's the energy that we are in right now. And we also have Neptune moving into Aries on the 26th. So that is promoting this dreamy planet of Neptune's. It's been in Pisces, and so a lot of our unconscious and subconscious desires have just been sitting in the dream world. Aries is that opportunity for us to take those dreams into our waking life. Yeah? Okay. So I'm using the Sedona deck. It is a deck that I was gifted, so it's not something that I would necessarily buy for myself, but it is one of my favorite decks actually, so just so you know, it is a great one. All right, so what do we got going on for Capricorn? Desert Breeze. That's an interesting card. Force. All right, so people don't think of it. And so we're talking about Aquarius. So we're in an Aquarius moment. And so Capricorn, we all, just because we have this element as a sun sign or rising, we have all of the elements in us. There are people who don't have any of an element in their chart, which is crazy. I don't know if that's what it is for you. But anyways, at the end of the day, knowing your sun sign is powerful, but being able to bring forth all of the elements, because all of the elements are a part of us. And this is asking you to tap into that power of the wind, desert breeze. And so wind is associated in the human aspects as our mind. And so using the force of your mind, this is a thing that came out last week, which was mind over matter. And if there is no matter, all we have is mind. That is all we have control of. And so Capricorn, really learning how to use your mind for power, learning how to use your thoughts to create the reality that you want right now. That is how you're going to get that Neptune energy out into the world, is through first, once it becomes a thought, getting it somewhere, either out of your mouth, written on paper, is a good way to get that out into the world. So there's also that force of the mind. If you are festering in anything in your mind that is, say, negative self-talk, it's going to suppress that power that you have to produce things in the world. So really learn how to live with the thoughts in your head in a way that you can move throughout the world and actually see your thoughts come to life. Yeah, your thoughts and your dreams. Because you got rain and it's gifts. And so another element force that is not tied to you, Capricorn, Rain is water, but when we think of rain, people think of it as gloom. But in the desert, rain is precious and valuable and sacred. Rain is a gift from the heavens, where in the desert, where you have, almost 300 days of sunshine practically, you have every plant has had to adapt, every animal has had to adapt to the harsh conditions of full sun all the time, creating their own shade, creating their own cool. Like cactuses have waxy barriers so that they can contain all of their water for long periods of time. When it rains, the desert comes to life, the flowers bloom, the lichen and the moss bloom. You have the healing scent of the creosote throughout those lower basins of the desert. So rain is truly a gift. And for you, Capricorn, as the wind was your mind, the water is your heart and emotional space. So here you want to connect to, when you cry after a period of maybe, not expressing yourself emotionally in that way, when you fully let out a deep cry, you're also releasing deeper emotional wounds that you might have been building up over time. And say you're a person who cries 2 or 3 times a year or less, anything that has moved through you up until those points, it builds up, you rain, you monsoon out those tears, and then you have this lightness to you. Oh, my light just died. Amazing. The fuck? I think it overheated. Interesting, and it smells. Oh wow. Anyways, so yeah, you let that stuff build up over time, like my light overheating over here, and boom, you gotta release it somehow. And so once you do that big release, you feel lighter, you feel more energized, and that is what it is. Whatever is building up in you, because that mind and those emotions might be intertwined right now, and a good release, I'm not saying to cry this week, Capricorn, I'm saying to feel. I'm saying feel whatever needs to rush through you, because those emotions, like water, need to move or they become stagnant. So Capricorn, just feel wherever you are in the moment. It doesn't have to be happy, sad, it could be neutral, but just feel and move through whatever is moving through you so that you can have a clearer mind for better action. Because you do also have Coyote. Coyote, crazy wisdom, Coyote medicine is that if you have like something dark that you're moving through right now, find the humor in it first. That's the strongest medicine of the Coyote. But the Coyote is able to go through that dark, like the yin yang, how there's dark within the light and light within the dark. When you're in that dark place, you gotta find that light within the dark so that you can move through a place of clarity, that you will have a clear mind of, yes, things are not where I want them right now, but what is the light at the end of the tunnel that I can seek out at this point in time? Yeah, that was your reading, Capricorn. And it's also your post shadow, so things weren't gonna be lovey-dovey light right now. But I'm also gonna pull you a card from the Kuan Yin deck, because Kuan Yin is the goddess of compassion and moving from the snake to the horse in the winter time. We are still in the winter mode. This is actually the peak winter time, where it's the coldest period and it won't start warming up. And even after that jump into the year of the horse, which is February 17th, we still have this period of reflection. And that is what Kuan Yin is gonna invite us to do, is she's gonna help us really sit and marinate in the winter so that we can release all of that snake gear and into a strong year of the horse. Yeah, so for you, Mother Fierce. Mother Fierce is your guardian. Nothing can penetrate the passionate fire of her fearless love. Your safety is assured. In the midst of any apparent challenge or threat, no matter how frightening it may seem, no matter how insecure you might feel about taking a step on your spiritual path into more power, know that you are safe, you are protected, you are loved. So yeah, while you are going through your post-shadow, know that it's a thing that we all go through, and that you are always divinely protected as long as you connect, as long as you get out of your own head and into the flow of things. Yeah, all right. Well, that was your reading, Capricorn. I hope that helped, and I'll see you next week. Bye.